there, I'm Jeanette, stampingwithsafiandme.com, and today's project is this one. It's a beautiful little gift bag. You can fit all sorts of bits and pieces, chocolates and sweeties in here. It's just absolutely adorable. And I've actually made it with the Foil Frenzy DSP, which actually comes in 12 by 12 sheets. You can get 2 of these from one sheet. And then the main focus today is the Celebrate. And it can mean so many things. It can mean a birthday, it can mean an anniversary, all sorts of different things that you can use this for. And the other focus I want to mention today is the Stampin' Up celebration. If you didn't know, it actually runs from the 3rd of January to the 31st of March, and it's Stampin' Up's way of probably saying thank you, really, because they're giving away free things. If you shop, and this only happens once a year between the 3rd of January and the 31st of March as well, but if you flick through the brochure, there's so many items here that you can actually get for free. The ones that we're looking at today, these pandas are beautiful as well if you haven't got those. So we're looking at the Celebrate Youth Thin Dies. If you actually spend £90, and that's before shipping and handling, then you can actually pop these in your basket absolutely free. The coordinating stamp set, which is beautiful, which we're also going to be using today, the Amazing You, you only need to spend £45 and you can pop that one in your basket as well. They really are beautiful. So I just wanted to spend a little bit of time talking to you about this. I really just don't want you to miss out. It's the perfect time of year if you wanted to join Stampin' Up as well. The other thing they do, which is absolutely fantastic, if you wanted to join Stampin' Up, which I did as well, you actually get £130 worth of products just for £99. So you get so much free stuff there, and they're giving away, only during celebration, 2 additional free stamp sets, which can also come to the value of £90. And you can choose them from the annual catalogue or the spring-summer catalogue. So just don't miss out. You've got nothing to lose whatsoever. And it's the way I started actually with Stampin' Up. First of all, I did it for the discount, because if you are a demonstrator, you do get 20% discount. So that was my main reason. My second reason I decided to join, I think my shopping list, I think it was coming up to my birthday, and my shopping list was coming up to nearly £300. And I thought, well, hang on a minute. If I'm spending that amount of money, I might as well join and just get a little bit more. So I actually joined just to make cards and gift bags and boxes for my family and friends, after going into card shops, and you know, they're just so expensive. And I thought, well, you know what, I can do that. And I've been doing it ever since. And then I'm making mine into more of a business rather than just a hobby. But you don't have to. There's nothing to say you have to do that. Anyway, let's just get on and make this. This is the lemon lime twist. We're just going to make it up in the gorgeous Berry Burst. Really beautiful. I absolutely love these papers. And it's really, really easy to make. So let me just bring in my scoreboard. And we've just got a little bit of scoring to do. Bits on it there. Let's get my instructions there. Hopefully you can see that. So this piece measures 12 inches by 5 inches, and we are going to score at 5/8 of an inch on the long side, and then it's going to be 1 1/4 of an inch, 5 3/4 of an inch, 6 3/8, 7 inches, and 11.5 inches. And then along the bottom, this is going to be my bottom, and I just want to score at 1 1/4 inches. Oops. Okay, now before I put the scoreboard away, what you will also need, if you're going to make the little gift tag, is just a piece of card, and that measures 4.5 by 1 3/4, and then you just want to score it at 2 1/4. I've actually scored this, but 2 1/4. And that's it. And that's all your scoring done today. Very quick. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is burnish all your score lines. Just quickly fold that one in half. This would be a nice one to do for craft fairs and things like that. And you can fill them with chocolates or sweets and things like that. Maybe even soaps would be quite nice, and those little candles that you can get. Tea lights. You can get some tea lights in these as well. All sorts, really. I'll give you the overall measurement as well when I've finished. So this DSP's it's more like card actually. So it's a very good quality DSP, designer series paper, and it's so pretty, really is pretty. And all of the Stampin' Up paper is pretty. And I do know there's going to be another release this week on the celebration items, so additional items as well to choose from. And I've had, being a demonstrator, you get to order them before everybody else, and you get to obviously receive them and play with them. And I do know there's some beautiful designer series paper that I know is going to be sold out pretty quickly. I've seen it, I haven't got it yet, but I've seen others that have, and they just absolutely love it. So what I've done here, I've just burnished all my score lines. I'm just chatting to you, aren't I? And then all I've done, I've just taken out this little piece here, and then I've slightly wedged it as well, because we don't need that to fold your box and put it up together. And then I've just, ignore these lines in between. I haven't done anything with these. I always like to do these because when I'm putting my box together, if I bring this one in, these fold, it just helps fold the box really neatly. You can see either side. So I always score mine, but I don't burnish them. I tend to leave them, and then when the box goes together, I can just pinch the sides in and they just fold in beautifully. I do that with all my boxes. So there's no need to burnish those ones in between the side bits. And it doesn't matter that you've scored it right down to the bottom at all. It doesn't affect the box at all. So just get some tear tape. You can use tear tape or the fast fuse. And there's an offer on with the fast fuse at the moment. If you buy a fast fuse, then I think you get 2 refills free. But I will just double check that, and I'll pop that on my blog as well, just to double check exactly what's going on with that. I'm just going to use some tear tape for this. As you know, I do like my tear tape. And burnish that. I think they're going to be discontinuing it as well, so if you do love the fast fuse, then it is the ideal time to stock up on it. I do use it on the odd occasion, and I think I've just got the hang of it, and it's going to be no longer available, so just get it while stocks last. But I do like to use my tear tape and my fast fuse. So just like to put a little bit, it just make sure that it's not going to come apart. My liquid glue, did I just call it fast fuse? Must be. Give that a good stick down. And as you can see now, these side bits just go in together, don't they? They fold beautifully without much effort at all. So then we'll just put the bottom together. think I might just use, where's my seam? I always lose my seam. Oh, it's there, right, okay. I'm just going to use some multi-purpose glue on here. Again, you can use tear tape, fast fuse. And that'll stick. We'll just leave it there. It'll take a couple of minutes for that to stick down, but once it's stuck, it'll be absolutely stuck. In fact, you can use your bone folder as well, just to make sure it's in there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop a little hole in there. Just measure it. I like to measure mine just to make sure it's exactly in the centre. I absolutely test it if I get it just wrong. So that's going to be 2.5. So I know I need to punch a hole there. Okay, and this is my 1/8 of an inch, just punch, and I use it all the time. Oh, where's that clip? I'm just going to use this clip, which we're going to be using later, but it does help to have it so it doesn't move around. And then I know, I'll put that over that side, and then using this, there's a guide on here, so you can see exactly where you're punching. So I want it exactly there, and it goes through both layers as well. And that's that. Now, what I also like to do, and I think it's quite pretty, if I just put a scrap of the berry burst, is I like to put this little reinforcement on. This paper doesn't really need it, so it's not essential, but I just like that little finer detail to add onto it. And the easiest way to do that is get your punch a hole, first, isn't it? And then get your 1/2 inch circle punch, and then just by eye, just see if you can get it in the centre, and then punch it out, and that's all there is to it. And you'll want 2 of these because you want to do the back as well. So let me just punch another one out. But as I said, it's not essential. If you haven't got this punch, it doesn't matter. But if you have, then I do think it finishes it off. Right. And then you just want to dab a little bit of glue in the centre, like that. And it does reinforce it. If you've got something quite heavy and you wanted to put handles on, it's always a good idea. If you're popping 4 holes in and you wanted to thread some ribbon on, it's always a good idea to do that as well. But this, it's for decoration only, because we're not going to be holding it with any ribbon at all on this one. But you could, if you wanted to. Change it up a bit. So that's our box coming together. It's not quite stuck down yet. It will do though. It takes a little bit of time. I think it's because of the foil as well, but it will stick. Won't be a problem. Put plenty, as long as you've got plenty of glue on there, that won't be a problem at all. Now, what I want to do is put this Celebrate on here. Now, I've cut myself 3 of these. I've actually all stuck one down. I've stuck 2 together already. I like to do that instead of Stampin' Dimensionals because it just looks, I don't know, it just looks like it's been made out of wood almost. I just prefer it. So I have 3 here. So I've got 2 layers on there, and I'm just going to add another layer. And all you do is just dot your glue like this. So yes, the reason I got into Stampin' Up, I think I came across, no, it was my son that came across the one of the a demonstration. I thought, oh goodness, I thought that looks fantastic. Got myself a brochure and just couldn't believe how everything coordinated, everything tied in. And as I said, because my shopping list was about £300, it just made more sense for me to join. I didn't have any intentions of being a demonstrator at all. That's not why I joined. I joined for the discount. I joined for the extra products that I could get for free, because who doesn't like free stuff, honestly? Can't believe anybody doesn't like free stuff. So I just thought I'm going to join, and then I can just make all the cards for my family and friends. In fact, I was probably more into gift boxes and things like that. And I think the cards came after that when I saw the wonderful stamps, and found how easy it was to actually do the stamping. Because to start off with, I really didn't think I'd be very good at all. I thought, oh gosh, I don't think I could, because I saw all these beautiful, beautiful projects being made, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to do that. And I just found, oh gosh, you know, what I could. So it all went from there. So if you've got any doubts or whatsoever, there's no catch. There's nothing, absolutely nothing. If you don't want to order anything again, you wouldn't have to. You don't have to be a demonstrator. You can just make cards for your family and friends and just see where it takes you. Or you can build a business with it as well and just have some fun. It's such a relaxing, I can't stress enough how relaxing, and it's your time. I call it me time. My husband and my son are downstairs watching the rugby at the moment, and you know, I've just come up here, they're watching that, and I'm just here in my craft room, just having some time to myself instead of just watching the TV. I'm actually creating things, and that's what I found I loved, actually. I absolutely love doing these tutorials. And coming up with new ideas. I just do. I love it, and I hope you love these projects as well. And even have a go at making them. How cute is that? It's looking lovely already. I really like that colour, actually. And one of the other things that I absolutely love to use is this, and it's the burlap ribbon. You can use it on its own like that. It looks fabulous on cards. I've used it on a couple of cards just as decoration. But you can also take it apart, and that's what I absolutely adore about this. It pulls apart. I'm just going to cut the length off because that's going to be too big to go through there. But I just love this natural ribbon. It's like Hessian. And I'm just going to cut it in half. It lasts for absolutely ages. I just love natural products. I just think they look so pretty. Put that one to one side, so you can use that later. So I just cut that at an angle. It might start to fray, but it doesn't matter. Just push it through. You just want to get it all through. So obviously you want to put your gift inside. I'll measure the box as well. Is it all going through? Do you know what? Let's take that off. Let's not mess about with it. I wanted 5 strands and I think I've got 5. 2. What, 4 or 5? I've got 4, that's fine. And all you need to do with this, you don't even need to tie a bow. Obviously got your gift inside, and you can undo it as well. And then just pull it tight, and it's you know, it's done. Let's just cut that off, and don't want all that. I'm going to cut some off as well. You could spend time and make sure you could even push another one through, to be honest. That didn't go through. Let me just see. Just undo that. See if I can get this other one through. Might not be able to, but let's just see if I can do it. Go through with that. Go through with that. See, I'm fiddling about now. This is something you can do when you're not filming. Oh, it's gone through. Look, when you're not filming, you can fiddle around. I do get very sidetracked sometimes when I'm making things. That's gone through. There, it's gone through, yay. Fabulous. There you go, I wanted 5 strands. They don't have to be the same length. Quite nice to have different lengths, to be honest. Tie it like that. There we go. Happy with that. 1 extra. How pretty is that? So when I want to put my gift inside, I can just simply undo it and then just tie that up. Now the last little thing I want to do is that beautiful little gift tag, actually. So you want your piece of card that you cut earlier, just pop that on there, and then the stamp set, as I said, it's free. Now with the lemon lime twist colour, I actually used crumb cake on there, and I think that sets it off, but because this is a darker colour, I'm actually going to use soft suede on this one. I think it'll work that a little bit better with it being a darker card. So make sure it's inked up, which it is, just like this flat. I think it's going to be quite forgiving, this stamp, and I think as long as you've got it in the middle, it'll be absolutely fine. There we go. Oh, how pretty is that? That's not bad at all. And just close that up. And then you can write your little message in there. And then just pop it on there. How quick and easy is that? Beautiful. I don't know what you think of those. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. As I said, they can go on any party table, be full of sweets or anything really. Whatever you fancy putting in there. Definitely fit some jewellery in there. Be really pretty. But anyway, don't miss out on the celebration. If your order, if you think about placing an order and it's coming to £99 anyway, it's certainly worth joining, and you can join my team. I'd love you to join my team, actually. But if you didn't want to join, don't forget, you can just shop. For every £45 you spend, you do get a free item out of celebration. So any questions or comments, just leave me a message. I'll get back to you, or email me. Doesn't matter. Either on my blog or just send me a direct email. I will make sure I come back to you all. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that project, and I hope you learnt a little bit more about me and Stampin' Up as well. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Bye bye.